Okay, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are on this fine day. I am Aaron Zero, and this is the replay cast of Phoenix Dota Season 0 SEA Main Division
10
Week
seconds
1
remaining.
match
Radiant team
between
pick.
Bandal Savage and SMR Dota. This is a best of two series, and this game in particular is game number 2. In game 1, Bandal Savage takes a dominating win over SMR Dota. So now SMR Dota wanting to
Dire team
make
pick.
a strong comeback and probably even out the
Lion.
series, or Bandal Savage will finish this one strong and take 2-0 and improve them in the standings here in Phoenix Dota Season 0. So
Dire
let's
team
talk about
pick.
very quickly about the
I
drafts. We're
speak for
pretty
the
deep
trees.
into the drafts as we start. Vandal Savage banning out the Weaver this time. So they realized that okay, this Weaver was good for us, but now we have to make sure that SMR won't use it for their own ends. Banning the Primal Beast, the
10
Centaur
seconds
War Runner,
remaining.
the Undying, and the Necrophos. So Bandal Savage making sure they're taking out a lot of tanks
5
here.
seconds
Meanwhile,
remaining.
SMR taking out the offlane combo actually. Big respect to that offlane combo. Slardar and the Techies doing a lot of trouble to carry as the Muerta in the last game here. SMR also bans out the Grimstroke, the Nyx Assassin, and the Spectre. So Nyx Assassin Spectre, really strong gankers. Spectre as well being one of the game's best late game carries, while Grimstroke actually really good support. Long range slow, silence, stun, AoE stun, which can also be enhanced by
Radiant
shard
team
pickup
pick.
cleanse. And of course, that
Razor.
soul bind, which is going to make single target abilities that much harder. And SMR maybe may actually want to use it for themselves because SMR picking out the Dawnbreaker as their first pick, then
10
following up with the
seconds
Nature's
remaining.
Prophet and the Razor. So I'm assuming this Nature's
5
Prophet Razor
seconds
is going to
remaining.
be their off-lane combo, which is they won't really have any stun besides Sprout, and Sprout is defeated, of course, by a really good Quelling Blade. Razor, of course, is really good at as a dueling off lane. He can siphon damage with the static link, deal a pretty 1-1 with the static storm ultimate and that kinetic field ring. So I forgot the name of the skill. I will be able to check it once I get into the game, and also because
Radiant
I
team
am
pick.
competent at the castle.
Faceless Void.
Vandal Savage though responds with the Faceless Void, which means that now almost immediately Nature's Prophet Razor lane feels pretty weak because they won't have enough lockdown for this Faceless Void. Not to mention he will have a Triad Protector
10
as
seconds
his
remaining.
support in this one. Vandal Savage picking the Triad again because it's
5
playing really well
seconds
for them
remaining.
in this game. The Lion also comes out for right
Dire team pick.
Bandal Savage, and
Axe.
they finish out their second round of the draft with the Axe. So we're not seeing a lot of synergies with Chronosphere in this one, but maybe sometimes you don't need to. Because Axe is going to be holding in targets, you have Triad Protector with the Overgrowth,
10
you have
seconds
Faceless Void with the
remaining.
Chronosphere, so this team has a lot of initiation, but
5
at the moment
seconds
they might
remaining.
be lacking in damage. I'm not sure if they have a ton of initiation, but their damage will primarily come from this Lion Finger. Lion is also another source of initiation as well, so Bandal Savage won't have problems with control. SMR Dota though have pretty good counter team fight, I would say. They also have Nature's Prophet, which is obviously big because
Dire team
nature.
ban.
And with their next pick, they picked up the Gyrocopter. SMR going all in on this team fight strat. You have the Gyrocopter's job is just to stand there, farm really fast, and then just hit everyone with that Black Cannon enhanced with Scepter, with Satanic,
Radiant team ban.
Crit, Silver Edge, Daedalus, stuff like that. While Dawnbreaker can just ult the Gyrocopter if he's being gone on and just save his life. So SMR really going all in on this counter initiate strategy as compared to Bandal who's going in on the initiating team fight strategy. They have a lot of
10
stunts
seconds
disables,
remaining.
both taunts, chronosphere,
5
the
seconds
overgrowth,
remaining.
and of course the hex and stun from Lion. So they won't have any control. They won't have any problems controlling anyone they desire to control in this one. Final ban phase for both teams. Bandal Savage is on the clock. Meanwhile, SMR bans out the
Radiant team
Warrior,
ban.
which has been a constant ban for them. They did also ban it in the first game. Bandal Savage responds to banning out the Wraith King. So they're probably expecting that this Razor is going to be a core, but they're probably looking for mid. So they're seeing if they can ban off lanes as well. Of course, Wraith King
10 seconds remaining.
will cause this lineup problems. There aren't many who can really take
5
out the
seconds
skellies other
remaining.
than maybe Axe and Trient. And yeah, so those skeletons going to be a problem. Plus, of course, it feels bad that if you're going up against the hero who you cast all your spells onto, only for him to revive and realize, oh crap, you don't have anything, you have to do it again. SMR Dota probably just looking to pick out heroes they really don't like to play against. Like with Bandal Savage, you can clearly see a theme. Their initial bans, they're taking out heroes that are really tanky with strong team fight presence, with global ult as well. And they're also picking out heroes that they know this lineup will have difficulties against.
Dire
Such
team
as
ban.
Weaver. I mean, they have a lot of control, but maybe not be enough. So we'll see. Bandal Savage banning out the Fox, so it does overall fit into this Bandal Savage strategy of removing heroes they don't like or heroes that they can't control, even with their best efforts. Like
10
once
seconds
it requires
remaining.
significant stun layering or specific
Dire
items
team
like
pick.
orchid, stuff like that, for it to succeed. SMR banning out the Templar Assassin, respecting Raikas, who was our MVP in Game 1 with a really good beyond godlike performance. So SMR decided, no, we're not having any of that again.
10 seconds
10
remaining.
seconds
Radiant
remaining,
team
and
pick.
SMR selects the Spirit Breaker. Now this will be, because that is obviously global presence. You have the Nature's Prophet, you have Spirit Breaker, you have Gyrocopter, and you have the Dawnbreaker rather. So now you have these three who's obviously going to be making spaces, while Razor
10 seconds
Razor
remaining.
just dominates the top lane and Gyrocopter just simply farms. So really good strategy
5
from
seconds
SMR
remaining.
Dota. They're going ganking once again though. This now with Spirit Breaker it turns to less of a counter teamfight lineup, more into a ganking lineup with some teamfight elements. Bandal Savage meanwhile has this initiation full team card control lineup with Overgrowth, Taunt, with Chronosphere, Stuns, with the Earth Spike from Lion. It remains to be seen though how they're going to round this out with their mid 18 seconds left on their reserve time. Bandal Savage really taking their time here on this one. What do they end up going with is the question. Because Bandal Savage is running out of time. They probably have someone selected, and they do. It is the Morph.
Choose your hero.
Ay ay ay. And now all of a sudden SMR Dota realized they may not have enough control for this one, because yeah, Faceless Void and the Morphlake, two heroes who can easily evade and save themselves from teamfight, is going to be really good for Bandal Savage rather. So draft wise, I'd have to go with them. The draft, SMR's draft really lacks control. They don't have anyone who can lock them down except probably Swag Spirit Breaker, but it may not be enough for them to, like, I don't foresee them being able to finish any of their kills. Their team really doesn't have any major nukes. So it remains to be seen how SMR will be able to pull this off. Meanwhile, Bandal Savage, the lineup may not have that much synergy with one another, but they do have a common theme in the lineup, and that is the ability to initiate and stun. Like all these heroes have one disabled, so Bandal Savage won't have any problems controlling anyone, and it also makes sense because this Gyrocopter probably just gonna stand still and get ulted by everything. Drip game time, and I'd have to give it once again to Bandal Savage because Spirit Breaker, Dawnbreaker, and Nature's Prophet are pretty much naked. Actually, this was his Razor, so Nature's Prophet does have the Immortal staff, but of course boosted Shadow with those Immortals. Lion with a really good foundry set, with a really good armory set. Faces for pretty much naked except for the Razors. Axe has a set, has Immortal head, though I prefer the other one, the one with his back. And Raikas has the Immortal head. So drip game wise, has Bandal Savage. Let's see if the drip will also translate to the game itself. Alright, as the good lucks are underway, let us get underway as well because this
Prepare
is
for
SMR Dota
battle.
versus Bandal Sabege Game 2 of the Best of 2 series in the Phoenix Dota Season 0 Main Division SCA bracket. Let's introduce once again the heroes of both teams, starting with the Radiant side. We have Bandal Sabege, Maul Machine on the Faceless Void, Rikus on the Mortling, Raimi on the Axe, Choke Hacks on the Doom, and Boosted Shadow on the and Protector on the other side of the map. We have Team SMR, SB on the Razor, Road to Negative MMR on the Dawnbreaker, RNS on the Nature's Prophet, Swag on the Spirit Breaker, and Kali on the Gyrocopter as 4 members of SMR moving up to this triangle, trying to do something new on the other side of the map.
30 seconds to battle.
They're doing the opposite though, actually. Bandal Sabege is not looking for a team fight this time, looking to protect their bounty runes. Probably expecting that this SMRD may be stronger early game wise than they are. So we'll see. We'll see. Ironess is playing the Nature's Prophet, though, which probably suggests that it's going to be a plus 5 nature. Not correct. They may be swapping roles, or either that, or they're probably going to swap
battle
negative and Ironess
begins.
because that was not a good game from him. Bounty runes are even this time for both teams, and out of the way. Ooh, Swag is playing Spirit Breaker. So this is going to be a Spirit Breaker mid, which means that once again he'll be saddled with the task of causing tempo for his team. Meanwhile, he goes up against Rikus, who's pretty much almost the same hero as he did last game. A hero that's really good at primarily relies on farming. Once he does get farmed, he's pretty much unstoppable. As we enter the laning phase of game number 2. Over the top lane, Raimi versus Kali. Raimi is forced to stay back. He does activate the Battle Hunger Ironess. Ironess though won't be able to kill anyone, but that damage is just going to start ticking away, and that's not good for a support. Nature's Prophet on the other side of the map. We actually don't get
has been killed.
swap, but they do get a courier. Boosted Shadows courier killed by SB. SB faring a lot better, and as well as Road to Negative MMR. He knows he'll be up against a 3-hit protector, so he needs to be getting a Dawnbreaker this time who have escape, as well as some survivability and some legitimacy as well. Meanwhile, Iron is getting gone on. Blood Grenade is used. Raimi is in trouble. Ironess rather is in trouble. Ironess is forced to use that Tango and enhanced with the. Oh no, I don't think it was enhanced. No, it is enhanced. It's enhanced by the Ironwood branch just to keep himself alive. So once again, SMR playing a bit on the back foot. This lineup of Bandal Sabege Man has a bit of earlier skills bench on the side of the map. Boosted Shadow, I'd say forcing both SMR offlane players to play really backwards if they can't even get close to this Faces board, who's probably just happily giving away creeps. Of course, laning creep is heavily on the side of SMR, but we'll see how it progresses. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, Swag is falling low, but does get Rikus back. Hits him with both the charge and the 14% greater bash, which everyone knows. If you play this game, that 40%
Radiant's
is kind
courier
of
has been
but,
killed.
I think it's closer to like 90%, 14%. Meanwhile, Road to Negative MMR using the Starbreaker and the Celestial Hammer to farm up so creeps and just try to bring him back to his side. However, he may be in trouble. Boosted Shadow does hit him with everything, the Leech Seed and the Roots, but Nature's Grasp, but will not be enough because Road to Negative MMR will survive this time. Again, this hero is a lot more survivable than his previous one, so it should be okay. Unlike the early games though, we're not getting a lot of early game kills in this one. Both teams just biding their time, trying to maintain equilibrium, hit the early power spikes, aggressive, which so far no one has managed to hit yet. SB going straight for the Black King bar. He does have an item coming in.
What sort of prize is this?
There it is. He's finishing the Burn of Shadows, so really expecting him to be ganking a lot more often. Meanwhile, Road to Negative MMR once again disrupting the pool and just farming up that small camp, the Radiant small camp. which is going to prevent Boosted Shadow from pulling and trying to stabilize this lane. Over on the top lane, Chokax is dropping low, but like I said, this is the problem for SMR. They just couldn't finish the kills because they SE is then allowed the safety fall back on Rainy almost to the Vanguard already. He's like taking a lot of last hits without doing anything there. Actually, and Kali is even gets the battle hunger right on him. Meanwhile, Sprout though is active, but once again, Sprout is countered by this Flame Blade, and Ironess is in trouble, but he manages to get himself to safety, or not, because this creep is following him like a dog chasing, or following him rapidly like a dog chasing a cat. And we get our first pause of the game. Ironess complaining of lag issues, reminding everyone that we are in SCA. And because we are in SCA, we are not entitled to good or even stable enough internet. Alright. And that is pretty quick though, since Ironess does manage to get the internet sorted out. And he is back on. Meanwhile, here in the mid lane, Swag picking up those water runes, but so does Rikus. So far, this has been a Rikus lane actually. Rikus getting a lot more last hits, 26 and 7 as compared to the 19 into of Swag. Maybe it doesn't matter though, because Swag should be able to start ganking, but he is a full level behind Rikus. Forced to use the stun as well as the Charge of Darkness. Rikus TP's in, or rather Ironess TP's in. He doesn't get the Sprout, but he just waveforms away, and there lies the problem with this lineup. Like, they would anything. SB immediately ganking in, gets the static link. Does he have enough to kill him? No, because the dude doesn't have enough to siphon enough of his damage. But the thing, he's not even using it. SB is in trouble. SB is forced to use the plasma field to keep himself alive. Kali is also there, is forced to back off as well. Same here with SB. SB is forced to TP back, so that's two rotations that did not work out to the side of SMR and Bandal. Just playing pretty chill. Like I said, they have a pretty good advantage at this one. They don't want to waste it. Raimi this time goes on Kali. Kali is forced to use the Rocket Barrage to keep himself alive. Ironess spots him out, and now he gets the Rocket Barrage. And Rocket Barrage takes him down. Meanwhile, the Sprout once again used, and then Chokax comes in. Chokax now gets Ironess. Ironess in trouble. Ironess dies. First blood given up by SMR to Bandal Sabege. Who's the shadow picking him up, and Kali now is also in trouble before he charges the stick. Obviously going to use it. He probably should, because he's stunned up. He does end up using it though, but who else also has stick? Chokax does, and he uses it as well. The rocket, the homing missile, is it going to be enough to kill him? Yes, it does, especially as Ironess does come in. Two heroes trapped by the Sprout, but of course, Boosted Shadow as the trees must get away. Meanwhile, Swag is forced to TP in. Does he get to finish up the charge? Yes, he does. He even gets another strike. Boosted Shadow is dead, and once again, Sprout being just used to keep him alive. So that's a 4-man rotation here on the top lane. The only one who hasn't moved up top is
Dire's middle tower is
SB,
under
because
attack.
he's safely in bot,
Dire's structures are
taking on
fortified.
the Mild Machines faceless
Dire's
void.
middle tower is under
I do
attack.
find it questionable though. I find it questionable that SB is the one who's getting it. When I think in theory it should be with the negative MR, it should be picking up the Burner of Shadows. Is going to be a lot more active. Right? Meanwhile, homing missile does connect. Raimi goes and gets called, but gets the Sprout. Is it going to be enough? Ironess in trouble. Ironess dies, and he even gets the armor applied on him. So now they may not even have enough to kill him. Chokax does follow. The Earth Spike comes in as well as the heck, but once again yet another Berserker stall, but it will not be enough for Raimi. Raimi falls, but he takes Kali with him. Chokax gets the Hex just in time as he is as the homing missile connects. Meanwhile, Starbreaker interrupted by the spike and the spike, but it will not save him from Ironess, who TP's in, gets the Sprout, and gets the kill. Both of them are playing a lot better in this game than this previous one. But will it be enough though? That is the question. Both of them get MMR. It's not backing. It's not back to fuck off. That's pretty good.
Dire's
Raikas
middle
takes
tower is
out
under attack.
Swag. So once again,
Radiant's bottom tower is under
Raikas
attack.
beginning to win this mid lane. He is, yes, he is top of the net worth, picking up the Invis rune as well. So they're now looking towards SB, who is still farming up. That he's still farming up. Meanwhile, on the top lane, Choke Hacks does fall. Ironess to trouble. Ironess falls as well to Rainy. So good stuff for the side of Team Bandal Sabege, enjoying a 1k net worth advantage, but only a 1 kill
Radiant's
advantage as
middle
well.
tower is
The
under
remainder
attack.
of their team is grouped up here in the bot lane. They probably know something they don't because they decide to respond immediately. Meanwhile, Rainy with that Vanguard is just so inconspicuous, it's so deep, and Kali can't do anything about it because it doesn't have the damage. He's going straight for his farming item in the Aghanim Scepter. Much. Well, on the bottom side of the map, yes, is looking to get his Spirit Vessel immediately. That is an interesting item choice, going for Spirit Vessel immediately instead of just finishing the BTP. Meanwhile, Raimi gets getting on again by Ironess, and now the Charge of Darkness as well. They do spot out, right? Raimi manages to pick up the Lotus and a piece of armor. Nether Strike is active as well as the Big Bangarang. The call down is used and Raimi is dead. That is a 4-man rotation on the side of Team SMR. So SMR showing a lot more fight, but unfortunately what they're gonna give up is that is the mid lane, but that is pretty much expected. When you have a Spirit Breaker mid, he's not gonna be able to win lane, but he's going to be able to win fights, especially ganks. And those ganks are really critical for the side of SMR as 10 minutes and
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
signaling the end of the lane. Meanwhile, Swag is in trouble, gets hit with that adaptive strike, and Ironess as well. TP's in trying to get something out of this. Will he be able to? No, he will not. Ironess is dead, out of position as a Nature's Prophet that time, and the rest of Bandal Sabege take advantage.
This is why I would prefer to go by my
So far, we haven't really seen a turning point as of yet, where a team's going to dominate like last time. I prefer the games are like more closer together on the knife's edge. SB and let's see what SP's in, but Kali decides not to wait. He's gonna get the homing missile. SB and Kali come in, but are saved by that stun from Choke Axe, interrupting the Charge of Darkness and saving Raimi's life, and it will allow 4 heroes from the side of Bandal Sabege to start coming up. This is going to turn real ugly, real quick for SMR if they don't get this one in time. They get the Battle Hunger and the Hex as well. But and there it is, our first use of the Solar Guardian, and it takes out Raikas and Choke Hacks. So fall down is good as well. Bing bang boom. Rainy is going to the underworld along with 3. That's a 3-man kill, and there it is, the counter initiation strategy of Team SMR working in that one. Actually, like Bandal Sabege is forced to commit to that fight, and once the Solar Guardian came in and Raikas was unable to do more enough of his strength, and that's what meanwhile they didn't spot them out, and then the first chrono of the game as well. Unfortunately, the Rocket Barrage is active. He is forced back to this quickly. SMR in trouble. SMR gets the slam dunk. SB falls to Raimi, and Raimi remembers the last chance. Is he going to get another one? Yes. It's NBA right here in this game because we're about to hit the jam. He do spot out Ironess. Ironess is in trouble. Ironess gets slowed up. Ironess is trying to run for his life, and he gets dunked on once more. And SMR, playing their advantage way too soon, stayed way too long in the top lane, and allowed the rest of Bandal Sabege to immediately come back and get some deals out of it. I think once they started to kick in, once they got the corner, they started to back off, but they tried to press the advantage without that much points, and they paid dearly for it. And now they're going to try again. Kali, and an homing missile. SB, TP in, full range, lateral field, and even gets the static link as well. Overgrowth is going to once again stop this charge. So like these charges being telegraphed, however, fall down is used to settle. Is that 5-man rotation.
Top tower is under
So
attack.
yeah, they have really good counter initiative, but I really think this efficient.
Radiant's top tower
Like
has
at this
fallen.
point, you'd hope that they'd start making that they're going to be able to use take map control as well. Again, the seems to be good. Good negative MMR, get the Starbreaker, and a lot of morph damage. However,
Radiant's
meanwhile,
bottom
this
tower
rushing
is
mid
under attack.
spot Rikers. Rikers does begin shifting though, so they have that damage to do. However, Solar Guardian is used, but he manages to wave form out of it just as the attack lands. Great awareness from Rikers. Rikers gets stunned again. They move just way too far. The Spirit Vessel is put to use. Rikers though is dead. So another 4-man rotation, another full team rotation actually. We're not seeing this. We're getting a lot of conga lines in this one. SMR not giving
Radiant's
Bandal
middle tower
Savage
is
an
under
inch
attack.
this one. Meanwhile though, it's triple stack and Raimi happily will take it because he's gonna get the dagger and everything. Pretty good. Ironess though spots him out, he gets the sprout and he is killed by that Wrath of Nature. Raimi is dead. Killing spree streak given up. Makes the ghost 3 dunks alone, and now once again the team is abandoned. Did SMR stay there welcome too long once again. Boost the Savage, manages to save the life of Tropax with that stun. Meanwhile,
Dyer's bottom tower is under attack.
SMR is pressuring this mid lane. But the rest of Bandal Savage have come up. Guess who has the Chrono? Faceless Void does, and he's going to be using it for his own advantage. Chrono as well as the Smoke and Mask Man is up, so they're going to be able to kill anyone they lock into the Chrono. They know that there's a base attack here. They do now because they get the blink in on SP is going to some rather slide for this, and he dies. Meanwhile, the bulldoze may have been enough to save Overgrowth, but it will not be enough to save him from that finger of death. And that is it for over 2 cores actually. SB and Swag taken out. Meanwhile, that's it. Fight recap here real quick, and that's pretty good for that's a big gold swing though for the side of Team Bandal Sabege. This may be the turning point of the previous game to allow them to start really taking control of this game. Maybe
Dyer's middle tower is under attack.
because SMR are active and they want to go once again. They're not gonna allow that team fight to get away from them. This time they want to be able to go once again. Ironess though does fall to Rikes and Katie. So Ironess once again way too aggressive for his own good. Meanwhile, we have
Radiant's middle
Bandal
tower
Savage
is under
really
attack.
here the bot lane. On the other side of the map, we have SMR grouped up here on the triangle. The stacks are gone though, so that's unfortunate, especially as Ali does have his scepter, so he's going to be able to mark while the mid lane charge is used. Would they be enough to clear this out? Waveform as well. Targeting road to negative MMR, who's forced to take
Dyer's
so
top
much
tower
damage
is under attack.
just from them. Adaptive strike and last hit. So this Spear Protector is doing his job to keep this tower alive. Actually, so it's not from the side of SMR, and now SMR is pushing up as well. Road to negative MMR about less than about half. Killed off this time. Meanwhile SMR while Bandal Sabege is just happily farming. They do have this ward here. This is really catching up anyone. Is that and there's a ward here, which is much better. Spot this Cali who starts starting to take over his own triangle with the Agony Scepter. Trying to pick up some quick damage with the meanwhile, the rest of the team gives him a spot in the good spot on someone. This farmer is maybe gets spawned, but the unfortunate method moved out of the way just in time for the burn. And Another strike will be enough, as well as
I
an
will
empty dash
see
hits.
in the
Raimi is dead.
underscape.
And that is once again another
Dyer's
4 or
middle
5
tower
man
is
rotation.
under attack.
Like, this SMR team is not
Dyer's
taking any
structures are
chances.
fortified.
Meanwhile, though, they're not targeting the right first people because this face this void mound machine already has the Maelstrom and the Master Madness and is going straight to the Hyperstone, straight through the Hyperstone to the Mjolnir. So interesting move actually. They spot out Rikers. Rikers gets stopped. Rikers hit the Spirit. Rikers also gets hit the Sprout. Do they have anything to stop this? No! 14% actually does come in. This time for Mr. Swag. And the call as well. Gyrocopter out of position. The stun. And that's it. Calvi is dead. In this time, he be enough to save him because Swag, even though with that barrier, he's getting hit for everything. He has to hit the stun. He hit. Charge off? No, because he gets dumped on first. Raimi getting the kill on Swag, and that all started by Raimi managing to catch this Guitar Protector out of position. Like, I don't think he's the guy who should be pushing towers with, honestly. He's the one getting caught out. Not getting a single point in Nature's Call. Are you a true champion? Come on. Meanwhile, the rest of Team Bandal Sabege are smoked up. Chrono is active. And Bad Machine is like, no, I'm not waiting for this anymore. I'm going to go ahead and finish my Hyperstone and pick up my Swag. Do they see him though? They don't. So I don't know why Swag is in the end though. So I have no idea what the plan is here, especially as Lion is already backed up like really long ways. So that's a good point for that one. Rikes though does have the Lincoln Sphere, so he's not gonna get charged anytime soon. Building up towards the Manta style, obviously.
Dyer's bottom tower is under
Getting
attack.
some damage. They now know he has the Lincolns, like even with this tower falling. This one, they don't even really catch anyone. Like, look, they don't catch anyone.
Dyer's
This smoke
top
may not be
tower
able
is
to
under
get
attack.
anyone. Like, and that's the thing though, they can't even charge onto the more play because Rikes already has the axe. They do get the scan though, so maybe he is correct. And now Rikes may be running for his life. He is in trouble here, and there it is. And there is also the Agony and the first use of the Orchid Malevolence. So it doesn't matter if you have Lincolns, if you have enough Lincoln breakers for it. So Rikes is dead.
Dyer's top tower is under attack.
Meanwhile, like, you know, just kind of weird. Like, once you have Chrono, you're hoping to look and get something with it.
Radiant's middle tower is
Fortunately,
under attack.
whoa, and that is just so close. The Force Staff able to keep him alive. Now everyone is going to force to back off. Is man mechanically going to use his Chrono on a support? No. I think he thought about it, but then not to. Raimi with Raimi and
Radiant's bottom tower
who's the
is
shadow
under
with
attack.
the smoke. So, now hoping to look to catch out someone. Do they see them? Yes, they do see the gyro here, as well as multiple heroes already on this dire side triangle. So are they gonna go for it? Probably. They're probably just looking to connect with Rikes first.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Regenerate
Storm Cat map. Storm Ents are immediately being taken by Team SMR under Iron Dropping Low. It goes to Ironness, so he gets gonna get the first equal. I think that's tough as both teams begin to converge here on the bot lane. Meanwhile, everything's starting to go up once again. End the strike. All that, but the overgrowth stop SB distracts. SB is dead. And you guys move out of position. The gyrocopter is because he is now in position for a chronosphere. Rikes does fall, but so does Kali. So that's the very dead. And now Ironness and Road to negative MMR falls as well. Now the only one left is Swag, and Swag is get hit with Battle Hunger. So charges him. Like I expect he would charge somewhere else, but not because again, and that is Raimi with the call and the dunk. A team wipe for the side of Team Bandal Sabege, and that team might could not have gone any better for them.
Radiant's top
Yes, they
tower
do
is
lose
under
Rikes,
attack.
but they gain everything else, including managing to get a picture perfect
Dyer's bottom tower is under
on
attack.
SMR,
Dyer's
including
bottom
taking
tower
out
has fallen.
this
Radiant's top
Kali,
tower
who
is
is
under
out of
attack.
position. He does have the Crystalist now though, but I'm not sure possibly able to do anything while under the spell of Chronos. So it's gonna be interesting, I'd say, to see how Team SMR come back from this. Team Bandal Sabege, they're really comfortable. They have taken this bottom tier 2, but they won't take the outpost just about yet. So it looks to be okay, I'd say. Raimi using the ball to the Arbox creeps is not gonna. This is gonna be fine. It does get slowed by the Garcetsia hammer, but he should be okay. As we enter the farming phase of both phases. Farming phase for both sides. Both teams are now trying to get to their next power spike. Swag trying to go for that Shadow Blaze, who doesn't get interrupted again when he stuns. Meanwhile, his mid counterpart going for the Manta style. However, once again, they silence, they get the Spirit Vessel, they get the charge. Will it be enough? Oh no! This stun unfortunately pushes him right out of range, but will it be enough? And no! It will be enough to get Rygas, but it won't be enough to save Ironess and Kali. The dunk comes in, and now they can just turn around. Yet another stun and another excellent overgrowth. Kali's in trouble. Pump fakes the stone. After he does manage to land it, will it be enough to kill him? No, but that will. Finger of Death from the corner of the map. And guess who's coming in? Mechanical targets. Goes to negative for more, and he falls as well. So Machine going full on machine mode at SMR. A 4-man kill. That was really good. And now Bandal Sabege is throwing the counter again back in the face. I think it is because of that poor use really of the Solar Guardian. It got really way too excited with Solar Guardian. And then the Gator Bash knocks him just out of Solar Guardian range. That is unfortunate. I think we're seeing like some chemistry issues here with Team SMR. Like they're not really being able to layer their stuns really well. So I think that's something that could be improved after all. This is only the first week, but
middle tower
this is
is under
already
attack.
for them. Meanwhile, Chokax is giving his team mana. I guess as far as a good support, you're kind of do that. And now, yep, they're just gonna go right back to farming. They're not really pressured to fight. They do have Chrono, yes, but they're probably gonna wait for Baldashi to finish his Black King bar. And before this, I have to go once again, which may also play right into SMR's hands because they don't have like any long cooldowns that they're playing around. Like all their cooldowns are pretty short, so they can easily turn around and just fight again. But for whatever reason, they're not. Meanwhile, the Torment is taken by Team Bandal Sabege. Okay. Chokax is healing up back up because now he has the Shard, which is going to give him spell immunity or debuff immunity while he uses his mana drain, so it'll tell him to stay back. Good stuff, good stuff. Now though, however, Team Bandal Sabege is looking now to start being aggressive. Chokax playing the mana version of Pugna, just making sure everyone is up. Those have the White Stone though, so that's fine. He's looking up, trying to go for the either lens. Him, we got advantage. Meanwhile, Ironess finally gets a level 8 ball. He's gonna be able to use it to start pushing up the things and start forcing rotations from the side of Bandal Sabege. Unfortunately, him getting it pretty late may not be a straight idea. But we'll see. Rygas does have the Manta. He's gonna get another control safety all with a single target stun. Good stuff. So now we have a way to take care of that. The safety of that silent. Good stuff.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
So, we're 27 minutes into the game. Look at the first one graphs. So far, it is heavily favoring Team Bandal Sabege, 94% ability. As Bandal Sabege goes, telling us they're going to use this advantage the best that they can. They do have to take the approach. Look at what Rygas on the right side to join them. Like this, really hard. Towards this time. While the push going down,
Radiant's middle
unfortunately,
tower is
SMR
under
managed
attack.
to
Has
stop
fallen
it.
to the Radiant.
And the H as well. Well, the rest of Team SMR probably just using this chance to just push out their waves and
Radiant's
keep
middle
them
tower is
in
under attack.
pretty good strategy. Cali does have the, I think it's building out towards the PKB. He doesn't want to get stunned anymore, though. So far, two of the disables go for PKB, or three actually. Overgrowth, Chronosphere, and
Radiant's
Dawn.
middle tower is under attack.
Let's see if BKB really is a good idea for the side of SMR.
Radiant structures are fortified. Radiant's
Bot
bottom
lane,
tower is
Iron is
under
picking up
attack.
the DD rune and trying to use it to push out the bot lane, but Fortify is useless. But this is not one of the strengths of a Nature's Prophet. The fact that the Nature's Prophet is just going
Dire's
to
top
run.
tower is under attack.
FPL. Yes. Aegis is now on the side of Bandal
Radiant's
Sabege.
bottom tower is under attack.
They know that Rikus is on
Dire's
one
top
being
tower
targeted.
has fallen.
Who spot out? Nope, they see him now though because Iron is in trouble, but the other Sprout is
Dire's top tower is under
yes, it
attack.
will because choke power support is good at doing anything and
Radiant's
Yes,
bottom tower is under
And by
attack.
escape to me, yeah, he does. And back to space. The Spirit Breaker tries to use farm up. And like this living armor is just really delaying
Dire's
the
middle tower
push.
is under attack.
Team SMR
Dire's
is unable
middle
to keep
tower has
out.
fallen. Radiant's bottom
close now,
tower
though.
is under attack.
Let's see how this can happen as they start to let the mini high ground. Meanwhile, Reich is now hit with Lincoln Breakers, but he manages to manta out and he is safe.
Dire's middle
And tier
tower
3
is
is
under
now in
attack.
trouble. That is about
Dire's
2
structures
minutes left. 2 minutes 59 or 5 left on this Aegis. Meanwhile, Sprout is used to try to force him to keep the back off. Own missile as well. The Buster is going down. It will not be enough because Reich has to get back speed to kill that guy. Don't really have anyone. All down. I don't think all down is that good. Honestly. I wish I don't have all down. And that's how they're going to do it. A Chrono Spear. And unfortunately, that Agonist enhanced for the Guardian are not able to do much because of the adaptive strike that's taking him out.
Dire's structures
Iron
are
is
fortified.
dead. The range tracks are falling. Just like that, they're unable to provide any kind of resistance. Because BKB is now active, Overgrowth as well. However, they recruit him, and now that they're trying to get to the team fight, Nether Strike is used, and Boosted Shadow and Mob Machine are dead. Will this be enough to kill them? No. Yes, actually, SP does manage to kill that Showman. I can just is given up. They do spot out Raimi. Raimi gets the taunt though. As Raimi is just surviving against all of these people and gets the slam and the jam. Stun on SP and SP is dead. Raimi for the really good run. Nope. He is killed. Unstoppable kills given up by Raimi to Mr. Road to negative MMRs with that. So may not have the best usage of the Agonist enhanced ult. Does get the kills though, so you know. Baby steps, baby steps.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Bandal Sabege is still
Radiant's
6k
middle
ahead,
tower is under attack.
but and they also already have a mid-rack stake, and that is the range track. While SMR now is pushing really hard towards them. They don't want to take this bit. They really need to re-establish back control for them. But they are now forced to just back off because of the arrival of one Mr. Machine, who is about a minute away from his from his opponent. It doesn't matter because they do manage to catch out Cali, and Cali is dead. The ult, and unfortunately, Nether Strike will be able to kill him. And that's it. Yes, missed opportunity as well. Unable to hit anyone, put him out of position, and he dies. Go to negative MMR is dead. 3-man kill for the side of Bandal Sabege, and once again they're beginning to now that is Aegis fight. It is Aegis fight actually. Now they're going to just easily push down everything. Yep. Does oh yeah,
Dyer's
yeah.
middle
Does the
barracks are
Razor
under attack.
Aghanim? Does he have BKB? Yes, he does. What he won't have though is the mid rack, but that mid rack is going to
Dyer's
fall.
middle
That's
barracks
one
have
thing.
fallen.
Going down to Team SMR. SP manages to get to the S4. Razor that is good. The damage and strike on the choke packs. Unfortunately, choke pack for 55. SP is killed. Iron is killed as well. And so is Swag. Swag though, of course, bye-bye. This is the fight. This is it. They lose this one. Is this all over for the side of Team SMR? And that is exactly what happened. A dieback on SB's Razor. And now only 2 heroes remain. As to the 4. And so this 4 can now easily take this top ranks. Yikes. Once again. SMR just not being able to execute.
Dyer's top barracks are under attack.
And then it gets even worse for them because they get the dunk, and guess what happens next? It is the Chrono Spear, and even manages to get a mid Chrono adaptive strike, and this is it. GG is called, and GG does come through. SMR taps out, and Bandal Sabege is going to take Game 2 in a convincing fashion. And that's it for Bandal Sabege versus SMR. Bandal Sabege taking the series 2-0 against Team SMR Dota. Yikes. Bandal Sabege just imposing their will all over SMR. They were just making space all over the map. They played the times pretty well. Like they realized that SMR may have some chemistry issues after all, and they're going to take advantage. So pretty good draft from Bandal Sabege. This initiate full team control lineup, team fight strong lineup really worked out for them. As for SMR, it's back to the drawing board. Probably this team needs to play a lot more together just to get the drive and feel for one another, as well as to improve a bit on their drafting. But you know, it is the first game of the season, so no worries for them. My MVP for this game has to go to the Axe. This Axe just getting dunks on dunks on dunks, and just getting the right kind of control, allowing Team Bandal Sabege to be able to take the win. 12 kills, or rather, accurate. There you go. That's better. 15 kills, 6 deaths, 12 assists, 18,594 net worth. So I think he did that in time. Oh, okay. Yeah, he just finally get the Aghanim's after that. So that's it for Bandal Sabege versus SMR Dota. I am Aaron Zero. This is it for SCA Main Division Phoenix Dota Season 0 Week 1 matchup. Bandal Sabege will join our other team in the leaderboard. Let me just check our standings real quick. Hold on, pictures and other. Here it is. All right, so in the SCA section control, they will join Goon Squad, and as the winners of their first week actually, yes. So they will join Goon Squad as our tournament leaders. Meanwhile, Bandal Sabege SMR will join Control Alt Defeat in the bottom with 2 losses actually. Meanwhile, we also have a couple more. Yeah, one more game for SCA this week. That is Gingerbread versus Brave Wanderers. And for our second, or rather over on the Australian side of the section, we have WFFP versus Team Solid and New Cheese versus AFFP. So, thank you very much for watching our replay cast of Game 2 of Bandal Sabege versus SMR Dota. If you like this video, please drop a comment for if you have any suggestions, violent reactions, ways to help improve the streamer. If you do enjoy the content, please like and subscribe for more Dota 2 replay casts. As always, I am Aaron Zero. Thank you for watching.